St. John's unique is like calling a humpback a goldfish. It's wildly different here.
Hello.
Hi, remember me? We bought your old house.
Yes.
We brought some mail.
Oh,
Hey.
the diaper subscription. I forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the memories are coming back now. The BMO app helps you keep an eye on where your money's going.
Like how?
Well, for one, it would have told you this subscription price had gone up multiple times.
It's a lot of diapers.
Well, extra's good. So where's the baby?
Oh, he's right here. This is a baby.
And that ain't no baby.
BMO.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time.
The anthem has been sung, and we are ready to continue women's soccer here at the 2025 Canada Games in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. Team British Columbia, Team Northwest Territories getting ready to clash here tonight at King George V Stadium in St. John's. Glad to have you along board. My name is Matthew Little. Seth Hyde is alongside me on English language commentary for this match. Of course, matches presented with English and French commentary. If you would prefer, Roger Surrett and Richard Provencier have the match en français. This is the first game of the tournament for British Columbia, the second for the Northwest Territories. Seth, they were on the wrong side of a lopsided decision yesterday, hoping for better here against Team BC.
Yeah, I mean, losing 10-0 is obviously a tough start to Team Quebec. But this is why that you have two games, and this is their chance to bounce back and hopefully get some offense in this one. And obviously it's tough mentally to come back from a game like that, but this team is a good team. They're strong. They had a good chat in the warm-ups, had a loud cheer. Their fans have showed up in numbers. So if there's any time for them to get on the board here and have a good game, it's tonight.
Well, as you said, 10-0 against Quebec yesterday for the Northwest Territories. Of course, Quebec, we know, going to be one of the strong teams. They took the gold medal on the men's side. That doesn't necessarily mean they're going to go win a gold medal on the women's side, but it means that's a very good program. One of the big provinces in Canada, and BC is going to be a very big test for the Northwest Territories as well. Northwest Territories in those all-blue uniforms as we get set to go in this one, and BC in the white with navy blue and just a little bit of gold on there as well for the team all the way from the West Coast. West Coast, North Coast getting ready to clash here today, and some Northwest Territories flags up and proud here in St. John's. Starting goaltender for Team BC is number 1, Ali Turnbull, going in between the sticks in the purple uniform here tonight. Turnbull, one of the 2008s, almost the entire starting lineup is 2008 born for Team BC. And there's the goaltender for Northwest Territories, number 27, Daphne Babouk, getting set to go. Another 2008 born player. There's a few younger players on this Northwest Territories team as well. And they will be put to the test here against British Columbia. It's Northwest Territories to touch the ball first, and we are underway here women's soccer. It's Team NWT. with the ball out wide. BC comes in, a little push to win it. British Columbia in possession, sending it in. On the ball is Hill. Played back. Forward again for Hill, number 16 for BC. She'll feed it out toward the wing. That'll be settled there by Miller. Now all the way back and then in again by Team BC as they pass around and look for a way through. Intercepted by Northwest Territories, but can't get going as Durham was able to set that down for BC. Getting it across to Marshall. Up the field and now out to the wing here on the near side as Boogermans takes it in. BC. Boogermans again. She'll send it back all the way to the defense. And BC will try the other wing this time around. Northwest Territories doing a good job holding their shape. Not giving BC any easy access. Right in the middle of the pitch again, Team BC. Unable to get through on that attempt. Now BC into the top of the box. Played forward again. Good move around one defender. The second one closes. Played back. Boogermans will take the first shot of the game, and that drifts up high for Team BC.
Well, that's a great chance by Alex Boogermans. Just a little bit too high on that one. That's a tough ball to bring down and a tough ball to hit with precision, and she definitely hit it with power. Just a little bit too much on it to put it up over the net. Matt, let me just point out, every game we've done here so far, the team that shoots to the left to start off the game has won as well as scored in the first 3 minutes.
Well, BC still has another minute, and here they come. Team BC with the shot, save made. Still looking for the rebound in there. That ball is still loose, going toward the back, and it'll roll out.
Well, Northwest Territories not only going to get away without conceding, but they also get away with a goal kick. What a wonderful job by them to defend that. They should be proud of themselves for that defending right there.
We'll get a second look at this one as BC comes in on the attack. The initial save made. The ball still spilled around there as everybody goes for it. And it's BC finally getting the touch on it as Sprower put it out wide. Team BC looking for more here. British Columbia in, that'll go off the goalkeeper. Second shot is blocked. Still bouncing around, and now things gonna be shut down, and that'll be a free kick. Northwest Territories handball. BC steals it back away quickly again. They'll take the hit from range, and it's in! Sprower lets it go for Team BC, and it finds the back of the net. Took until the 4th minute here today, Seth, and it's 1-0 Team BC.
What a beautiful, beautiful goal from her. That is a goal scorer's goal right there. Seeing that open space and taking that shot, taking that chance to let that fly. That's what I love to see. What a great play. Look at that touch. She says, you know what? I'm going to shoot this right into the net. That is beautiful, beautiful goal by Danella Sprower.
Goaltender gets the arm up, but just not quite high enough, as Sprower makes no mistake for BC. And 4 minutes in, it's British Columbia 1, Northwest Territories no score.
Well, Sprower, the 16-year-old out of Vancouver, who plays for the TSS Rovers. That's a great, great goal to get this game kicked off.
Excellent program as well. Even all the way here on the East Coast, we're well familiar with TSS Rovers and all the work that they've been able to do in the Canadian Championship over on the men's side. League One BC powerhouse. Now Team BC looking to set up as they look for more. Dyram sending it out wide. BC back into the middle, little touch forward, onside here. BC is there, across, and it goes out the other side. Hill that close to doubling the lead.
Yeah, just an inch away from it was Allison Hill, the 17-year-old out of Kamloops, plays for Okanaga. United FC. That was really close. What a great save by Babuk there to keep that out of the net.
Corner kick, British Columbia. Driven in, goaltender up, got a push to it, and then cleared out by her defense. Nice job by the Northwest Territories to help out the keeper. All sorts of noise from the Northwest Territories contingent as they try to steal the ball up the pitch, but it's a BC throw. And it's Rickards out on the touchline, sending this one in. Whew, what a throw by Rickards. Back to it, Team British Columbia. Still in possession. This one will go all the way back to the defense as Marshall sends it up the wing. A run onto it for Harvey, but she won't get there. That's out for a Northwest Territories throw. Back in play, goes off foot of one team, then the other, and now BC settling it down. British Columbia is going to reset again as they send it all the way back to the defense. Rickards back there again for Team BC. Rickards tapping it back to the last defender. And now out again to the left wing for Marshall. BC still waiting to get that opening as they pass it around at the back. BC will look forward and then send it to the wing on the right side. Back into the middle of the pitch for Sather. Back again, Burdeny. Marshall touches it back into the middle. Boogemans gets it out wide. Great possession by Team BC. Now they're in deep along that line. They'll get it to the back. Nice return pass. The shot from distance, tipped up, and that one will go over. High fives and hugs. Great save by the keeper for NWT.
Well, Babiuk getting some well-deserved applause for that one. What a great save. That looked like that was a for sure goal. Just getting enough to tip that up over the bar. Great, great save by number 27 out of Yellowknife.
Another corner for Team BC, their second of the match. As this one drops, BC putting it back into the bodies, but that'll go out wide. And we're gonna do the corner again, as that went off an Team NT foot. Or are we? No, back to a goal kick. I thought that was going to be initially the call, but the ball started going out toward the corner and sent back. Big, big kick for Northwest Territories. And see if they can get a little something going here. Northwest Territories down one, sending the ball up the wing. Trying to run onto it, but that one's going to go out of play. And it'll be picked up by Rickards to do the throw in for Team BC. So British Columbia settling it down here, back in their own end of the field. Moving the ball ahead, Boogemans. Looking wide right, stolen away by Northwest Territories. NWT trying to battle up the sidelines. This one will go into touch, and it's a Northwest Territories throw. Or I thought it was. BC throwing it back in. Another long throw from Rickards, finds Hill. Hill on the outside, and that'll be blocked and go out for another corner this time for Team BC. Northwest Territories making some stops. Number 11, Henry, making the block this time around.
Yeah, Bea Henry, another player out of Yellowknife, plays for the Yellowknife Bay Sundogs. 17 years old, a veteran on this squad.
Another shot blocked. BC will continue the attack from the corner. Harvey out there to deliver it for Team British Columbia. Lots of white shirts forward as the cross comes in a little bit short. BC getting onto it, back in, it takes a deflection and finds its way in. The immediate consolation there going on, as I think that's technically an own goal as it came off the defender. Nothing the goaltender could do about it. Just bodies in the box. Sometimes you get a bad bounce.
Yeah, obviously a tough one for Team Northwest Territories to let in there, but BC absolutely relentless on the attack. Look at this angle right here. That's a great strike. And oh yeah, just off the body there. I mean, again, nothing Team Northwest Territories could do. It's just your reflex to kind of turn away from the ball.
Down the field, the first touch of the game for Turnbull down in the BC net. Northwest Territories looking to respond here, now down 2 after the own goal. BC will send the searching ball down the sideline and see if anyone can run onto it. Comes back into the middle and touched in for a goal. Sprower has her second. 3-0 BC.
Well, Sprower double dipping in that one. Another goal from her in the right position at the right time to just tap it in. Wonderful attacking by Team BC. 3 goals in the first 12 minutes of this matchup. And that's a beautiful through ball. Just one touch right through everybody. Brilliant. And Sprower right there to just tap it in. 3-0 our score.
Now the ball bouncing just right. Sprower right there to read it. Little touch with the inside of the boot. And that one is in to make it 3-0 for British Columbia. Well, sometimes you have a lot of playing it back to the defense, playing it out wide, looking for space, and sometimes it's just a long ball. If you can get onto it, that one works well. BC getting it done both ways here early on. Team British Columbia back just inside their own half. They'll get to center and fire this one down the pitch. Trying to run onto it, and she will get there as Harvey. Harvey sends it in front of goal, pushed away by the keeper, but the ball's still loose, and Northwest Territories will get to it this time around and send it out into touch. BC back into attack. Northwest Territories under attack here in the early going. Into the 14th minute now, 3-0 Team BC. British Columbia will launch from distance. That one's up and over. If you think you've got the goaltender off her line a little bit, why not fire up that shot?
Well, Julie DeRome with quite the hit there from way out. That's not easy to get that to go all the way, almost on target from that distance. The 17-year-old out of North Vancouver, who plays for Burnaby FC, taking a smart shot, just couldn't get the dip on it at the right time.
So Team BC back on possession. Boogemans sends the ball forward for Team BC. They'll have to touch it back again into the midfield. Will they look for the wing? They will. Long pass down the right side, a little too much on that as it'll go all the way out. And that's a goal kick for Northwest Territories. All these goal kicks for Northwest Territories have been taken by the defenders as opposed to the goaltender. Nothing wrong with that if that's your strength.
I always had to get my defenders to take my goal kicks back in the day as well.
Whoever's got the powerful leg, give it to them. BC back with it again. Brought down on the chest. And then back again for Marshall. Marshall will send it over to the far side of the pitch. Up ahead, Boogemans under pressure. But BC backing up. More players behind the ball, so Northwest Territories can't get down the pitch. Battle for it now, won by BC. Burdeny winning that battle and still coming forward. Broken up by Northwest Territories right at the top of the box, but BC with it again. Played in toward the top of the box again. Hill forced to send it back for Team British Columbia. Now out wide. Into the middle, shot, missed the short side as that one goes straight out of play. BC's certainly taking the opportunities, looking for more. Of course, you know, we talk about it, that in the preliminary round, goals, goal difference, this stuff matters. And Quebec put 10 on the board in the first game. So BC is really going to want to try and answer to that before they have to play Quebec tomorrow.
Well, if both BC and Quebec should tie, if BC get the victory here today, that will go to a PK shootout. If both those teams tie that game, that's how they will have to decide that tiebreaker.
Well, that's still a long way off. But certainly the threat always looming. We've seen a number of games in soccer, in the men's competition as we got into the playoffs, have to go through penalties. It's always nerve-wracking. Always a bit of a coin flip as to what's going to happen in a shootout. You want to avoid that at all costs. Although it sure made the final of the men's gold medal game entertaining. 17 minutes played here in the first half, 3-0 Team BC. As Boogemans comes through, takes a hit, and that will go down to the goaltender. It's stopped there, and then the garbage cleaned up and sent out over the touchline from Northwest Territories. Fox getting rid of it. Team BC will bring it back for the throw. Team BC right on the end. Harvey sends it in. That goes past a couple of feet. It'll settle for BC, but they can't get a shot away. Good move by Team BC. Rickards playing it to Boogemans. Now Team BC sending it back again to the defense. Long one out toward the wing. That'll go off of NT foot and out into touch. That's another throw in for Team BC as Harvey gets it back going again. Team British Columbia plays it into the middle of the box and cleared away by Northwest Territories. BC will deliver the ball forward again. Shot from a little distance. That's up and high again over top of the net as Dyron let it go. Goal kick again for Northwest Territories. Pop up off the header and bounce into touch. Throw in for Northwest Territories despite BC's best efforts to keep that one in play. Now Northwest Territories up here for the throw. Can they use this? Trying to maintain possession over on that far side. The ball will roll out, and it's a BC throw. No, it's not. BC took it quickly, but the referee says nope. NT ball. Northwest Territories throws the ball in. And that's knocked out right away, and this one will be a BC throw. The BC will throw it back to the defense, play it away from any pressure, and then start upfield. Long ball down the wing. Harvey, she's onside as she gets onto it. Closed down by Fox. It'll get to the line. And then ball sent out. Another corner on the way for Team British Columbia. BC delivers high. Goaltender got a punch to it, and then Northwest Territories blocks up the follow-up attempt for the shot. That ball rolls out, and it's a Northwest Territories throw. Vox throws it in for Northwest Territories. Now up high towards center, a race on to it. BC will win that, and they'll play it all the way back to the goaltender, who's outside her area. Now Turnbull sends it back to the D as BC resets. Northwest Territories as well, dropping back into a defensive position again. Verdini gives the ball to Bougamans for Team BC. Played out wide. BC is there. Nice job to stop up there, create a little space. BC trying to turn, but some good hard defending by Northwest Territories. Fox getting herself in there again. Bougamans sends the ball forward for BC. It's knocked down, no shot yet. Following up, there comes the shot, but it'll go wide of the post.
Yeah, another good attempt by Team BC. I love to see them not afraid to shoot from distance, as those are the most challenging shots for goalkeepers. You got the whole net to shoot at, so nice opportunity by them, and they got to keep shooting from outside that box, because let me tell you, it pays off in the long run.
Goal kick knocked down by Team BC, but Northwest Territories run onto that one, and the ball goes up and out. Fox involved every time for Team Northwest Territories. And it's a good, hard defense. '23rd minute, BC over on the far side of the field. Sather on the ball. Back toward the D. Bougamans in the middle. Still there, Bougamans for Team BC. Can't get through those blue shirts, and it's turned back by Northwest Territories. On the rush now, Northwest Territories, a little bit too hard of a touch on the ball. That got away, and BC will play it all the way down to the goaltender. Back to safety, no blue shirts in the frame. Team British Columbia getting it out on the far side of the field one more time. Into the middle. That'll go off a leg, off a head, bounce toward the goaltender, and just grabbed before BC got there. And Babiuk with the big kick, sending it back up to the middle. Northwest Territories in possession now, looking for a little help. Back to the D. Team NT into the middle. That goes off a BC head. Now Sprower got up to knock it down. Here's Sprower again for Team BC. Already on 2 goals in the match. Team BC feeds the ball forward. A good chance here, down low, and it's in! Just underneath the sprawling goaltender. Team BC gets number 4 on the board.
Well, that looked like it was Allison Hill getting the finish on that one for Team BC. Their fans absolutely loving life. And how about that through ball? That's absolutely beautiful. And look at that finish under pressure, just like Queen and David Bowie right there, slotting it into the corner and making this a 4-0 game for Team BC. What a first half. What a first 25 minutes for them in this one.
3 players collapsing in on the striker, and she still gets the ball away in time. A very good job under pressure indeed for Team British Columbia. Being rewarded for this press as they lead 4-0. Team BC sending it toward goal. That'll be picked up by the keeper. Babiuk sends it up the pitch for Team Northwest Territories. Team BC settles right back into attack as they have been throughout the match. Boogamans, she'll fire from distance, but didn't really connect with that ball super well. And that'll be caught by the keeper. Babiak sending it away again for Team Northwest Territories. Team BC steals possession one more time here in the 26th minute. Cross from Marshall. I'll drop it back. Burdeny. Burdeny will go long. Down the wing. Rolling toward the back line. Northwest Territories will get there and just send this one out of play. That'll be a throw-in to Team BC. Rickards ready to do the throw-in. And Rickards already several times in this match has shown that ability to do that long throw. Dangerous when you get a throw in that far down the pitch and be able to toss it right into the box, basically a corner.
Yeah, she's going to be a stoppage time weapon, that's for sure. If a game gets down to the wire, she'll be a great player to have should you get a throw in deep into the opponent's territory.
After the foul, sent up the field by Northwest Territories. Bouncing ball corralled by Marshall. She'll get it back to Burdeny. And now forward again for Team BC as they keep it away from the Northwest Territories attack. British Columbia through the middle. Boogamans gets it ahead. Now touched forward. Guess who it is? On two and make it three. That's the hat trick for Sprower. 5 goals for BC, 3 of them from the foot of number 10. And it's BC 5, Northwest Territories no score.
Well, I could be wrong, Matt, but I think that that's the first hat trick that we've seen in soccer so far in these Canada Summer Games.
Well, certainly the games that you and I have called, this is the first one, as that one's got just enough on it to find its way through. Sprower with 3 for Team BC. BC doing the right thing, playing that one back to the goaltender. Just one attacker there for Northwest Territories, looking for any loose ball, but certainly would love to pounce if given the opportunity. Kaya Carter floating up top for Northwest Territories. Ball in from Sprower. Boogamans for Team BC. Back to Marshall. Sprower again. Dyram. Boogamans with the shot. That's saved by the keeper. Babiak sending the ball forward for Northwest Territories. Trying to spin with the ball there, but 2 white shirts collapsed onto it. Took it away for Team BC, and once again, it's all the way back to Turnbull in the goal. Anytime Northwest Territories starts to come forward, BC getting it all the way back to the keeper, keeping it out of their range. Now here's Harvey. Can she deliver in? No, touched out, but a corner coming. Is it? Or is that a goal kick? I think that's a goal kick, actually.
In your defense, Matt, it did look like it was going to roll out for a corner there.
A little bit difficult to tell sometimes from the broadcast position. We're not exactly right on the sideline with the linesmen and women.
Yeah, Tiffany Bordage has a way better look than we do. Down there as a lineswoman, or one of 2 lineswomen.
And just as well, I don't have the stamina to run back and forth like they do throughout the entire match. All before the game, the team's out there warming up on the pitch. Our referee unit out there warming up and stretching as well for all the job that they've got to do as well. That's one that often goes not really thought about, but the officials cover just as much ground as the players do throughout the game. Turned back by Northwest Territories. Now it's BC. Burdeny. She's going to play it long. Can BC run onto that ball? Now it's knocked loose by Northwest Territories and played into touch. Just about 31 minutes gone here in this first half. 5-0 to Team BC. Trying to equal or better what Quebec did yesterday. Quebec had a 10-0 victory over Northwest Territories. As Northwest Territories drawn into a very difficult group here in women's soccer. Oh, just missed. Looking for Sprague at the back post. Or Sprower, excuse me, at the back post. She got the head down for it, but just unable to direct it on goal. Ball down the pitch. We'll take a bounce off a foot. Go over just about everybody. And Northwest Territories will run onto it. Northwest Territories sending it forward, going to chase it down herself. And the goaltender comes out to make sure that there's nothing for Carter to jump on.
I think that might have been the first touch of the game that Allie Turnbull has had. The 17-year-old out of Maple Ridge, provincial champion in 2023-2024, and won bronze at Nationals in 2023 as well.
Well, Turnbull's had the ball sent back to her by her defense a couple of times, but that's the first time she really saw any sort of pressure with Northwest Territories coming hard after the ball. .33rd minute as we get the free kick for Northwest Territories. Chance to get some of those blue jerseys up the pitch. Deliver this one in. See what they can make happen. Well, they're going to take it relatively short. But into the attacking half. Couple of passes here for Team NWT. Fox protecting the ball. Now stolen away by Team BC. Fox falls as she tried to turn back. BC got a little space here for Harvey on the wing. Harvey finds a teammate. BC has to go backwards again. Marshall. Marshall will go to the wing. Harvey there, but played out. Harvey tosses it back in again for Team BC. She'll take a return pass. Looks for service. Harvey sending it in there. Just over a couple of heads. And then the loose ball gathered up by the keeper. Harvey's done really well getting those crosses in for Team BC. Certainly given her teammates good chances every single time. There's Team BC again. They'll find Harvey again out on the wing. Harvey dispossessed as Northwest Territories stepped up, took it away, and played it out of bounds, and that will be a corner coming this time. Duru with the defensive play for Northwest Territories. Bougemans out around the flag, ready to send this one in from the corner. It's a good kick off the head. Goaltender out to challenge. Ball still rolling and now played away, and it'll roll all the way out into touch. More nervy moments in front of the net for Team Northwest Territories, but they survive another one. And you say 5-0 BC.
They got to be breathing a big sigh of relief after that one. Again, they don't want to be getting blown out either. We know that they're down 5-0 right now, but every goal is still getting tougher, so they don't want to keep letting in these goals, and obviously they didn't want to make it 6 right there, but a wonderful save by Babiuk.
Taking it away from Sprower, which has been easier said than done throughout this game. So anytime you stop number 10, full points. 36th minute now as we get toward the end of half number one. Going to get a drop ball. It's in and it's gone. Pabiuk with the big kick all the way back up over half. And BC playing it all the way back to the keeper. Once again, anytime Northwest Territories has that striker up there looking for the ball, BC will put the maximum amount of space in between the striker and the ball and send it all the way back to Turnbull. There's just no chance to run onto anything for the team in blue. Long ball, Harvey's here, offside. Harvey's been the one delivering the ball for Team BC. Might have had a good chance herself, but unable to stay on side for Team British Columbia. Big long ball for Northwest Territories off a BC head. Gets it right back down the field without wasting much time. Team British Columbia out wide for Harvey. Harvey will run onto it, keep it in play, and then into the defender, and the ball back out into touch. It's a decent crowd here taken in this game behind the Northwest Territories net. I think that's a BC male team up in the crowd cheering on. Oh, little touch off the goaltender's hands. It comes loose, and it ends up in the back of the goal.
More for them to cheer about, those BC fans behind the net.
BC makes it 6. And the goaltender got a touch, but just off the end of the hands. And as the ball ends up back on the grass, or on the turf in this case, put into the net by Team BC. And they make it 6 here very late in this first half.
Well, Captain Ava Burdney, the captain of this Team BC team, and she has quite the resume. The 17-year-old center back from Pitt Meadows was a provincial champion in 2022 and 2024, got third at Nationals in 2023, and is committed to Oregon State University D1.
Not too shabby.
So I think it'll only be time before we see her in a Canadian uniform.
Well, certainly a lot of players at these Canada Games trying to make exactly that impression. They want to get into the mix with the Canadian team, regardless of the sport they're in. They want to wear the red maple leaf one day, and there's a lot of talent out there that could make that happen. Ball still bouncing in the area. Northwest Territories wanted a handball, but it is cleared out of the way. Northwest Territories unable to control the ball. BC still there, getting through a couple of kicks. And that kick finding not the ball, but the shin guards. That's going to be a free kick to Team BC in a dangerous position. Looks like it's going to be Boogemans that will take the free kick for Team BC. Number 9 standing behind the ball. Boogemans, 17-year-old out of Richmond, plays for Fusion FC. Looking to get on the score sheet here at the Canada Games. Referee getting the wall into position. 4 players in the wall for Northwest Territories, defending against this free kick. We've almost hit the full 40 here in the first half. We'll see what the 4th official is going to throw up for time to be added on. There's the kick down low. Keeper makes the save, and Northwest Territories clears it away from danger. That's a big defensive play for Team Northwest Territories.
What a save by Babiuk. That's a tough save to make with all those bodies in front of you, right along the ground as well. You don't expect that. So wonderful, wonderful save from her off that difficult free kick.
Oh, indeed, it's a... No, it's the half is what it is. I'm going to say it's a pretty big play to send it at the wall along the ground and assume they're going to jump. But that one was able to get through. Goaltender made the save. That keeps BC off the board an extra time, but it is 6 goals for Team British Columbia in this first half. None for Northwest Territories. Team BC in full control here in this preliminary round match between these two sides here in women's soccer at the Canada Games. Didn't take a whole lot of time for BC to get rolling in this one inside the first 4 minutes. Still some good saves in there by the keeper, Babiuk, but she has been under fire throughout the half. BC continuing to send them in. Of course, a hat trick along the way for Daniela Sprower, number 10 for Team BC. And her friends getting in on the action as well. That's Allison Hill. And there is the third one for Sprower as she completes the hat trick. It's BC 6, Northwest Territories no score at the half here at the Canada Games in women's soccer.
Hello.
Hi, remember me? We bought your old house.
Yes.
We brought some mail.
Oh,
Hey.
the diaper subscription. I forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the memories are coming back now. The BMO app helps you keep an eye on where your money's going.
Like how?
Well, for one, it would have told you this subscription price had gone up multiple times.
It's a lot of diapers.
Well, extra's good. So where's the baby?
Oh, he's right here. This is the baby.
And that ain't no baby.
BMO.
Calling St. John's unique is like calling a humpback a goldfish. It's wildly different here.
Be heard, be remembered. Canadian AV, proud supporter of the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
Gatorade. with electrolytes to help replenish what's lost in sweat, carbs to help fuel your working muscles, and fluids to help you hydrate. Scientifically formulated so you never stop competing. Rehydrate, replenish, refuel. Gatorade.
Hello.
Hi, remember me? We bought your old house.
Yes.
We brought some mail.
Oh,
Hey.
the diaper subscription. I forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the memories are coming back now. The BMO app helps you keep an eye on where your money's going.
Like how?
Well, for one, it would have told you this subscription price had gone up multiple times.
It's a lot of diapers.
Well, extra's good. So where's the baby?
Oh, he's right here. This is the baby.
And that ain't no baby.
BMO.
I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time.
One of the things to me about the Canada Games is it's truly integrated. We have athletes with an intellectual disability, with a physical disability.
Puis juste être inclus. Je pense que souvent, on est mis un petit peu de côté quand on est un peu plus jeune, puis qu'on est différent, puis qu'on a un handicap. Puis là, être à ces Jeux-là, c'était comme toute une grosse équipe.
It's important to have representation and to acknowledge their different perspectives of life.
When the opportunity is there, show up. The older you is gonna say thank you.
If you believe in yourself, you can make anything happen.
That's the Canada Games.
For millions of Canadians, too much screen time is a big issue. But for millions of others, zero screen time is an even bigger one. We are committed to growing digital inclusion.
It takes a village to raise an athlete. For more than 120 years, Marine Atlantic has connected our sports communities with the people, places, and games they love.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
A strong performer uses power wisely. The Toyota BZ4X is the official electric vehicle of the 2025 Canada Games. See our full electrified lineup at shoptoyota.ca.
Legends aren't born. They're built. Icons don't become icons overnight. What you hear about is the achievement. What you see is the result. But greatness is built on wellness. So here's to heroes unsung, efforts unseen, and distant dreams humbly attained.
In the quiet of the morning calm, where the sun rises at the dawn, and the birds sing their waking song, there's a story to be told. So if you hear a teller telling you a tangled tale, or maybe two, rest assured, every word is true, especially the bits they make up.
Precision, vision, and strategy.
The skills that make a great golfer are the same ones that make a great law firm. McInnes Cooper, an official sponsor of the 2025 Canada Games. Meet us on the course. Come celebrate our sponsorship on August 22nd.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
Be seen, be heard, be remembered. Canadian AV, proud supporter of the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
For generations, we've been nurturing the communities where we live and work. Providing space to grow and preserving the environment that surrounds us. Because we understand that when we invest in communities, we invest in the future. Crosby, committed to community.
Leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time.
A full life means something different to everyone. However you define a full life, we're here, paving the way for better access to care and empowering you every step of the way.
Hello.
Hi, remember me? We bought your old house.
Yes.
We brought some mail.
Oh.
Hey.
The diaper subscription. I forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the memories are coming back now. The BMO app helps you keep an eye on where your money's going.
Like how?
Well, for one, it would have told you this subscription price had gone up multiple times.
It's a lot of diapers.
Well, extra's good. So where's the baby?
Oh, he's right here. This is the baby.
And that ain't no baby.
BMO.
40 minutes still to go. About to start the second half between Team British Columbia and Team Northwest Territories here in women's soccer. at the 2025 Canada Games. British Columbia with a 6-0 lead over the territory after the first half. Daniela Sprauer with a hat trick in the first half. Allison Hall and Ava Burdeny also getting on the goals for Team BC, and an own goal as well as a shot went off a defender and in. Has got BC with that 6-0 lead. I mean, what can you say, Seth, about this first half of action for BC? They absolutely dominated the entire way through, never let the Northwest Territories have a sniff.
Yeah, I mean, it was just relentless offense in that first half. BC want to run up this score. They want to make a statement heading into their game against Quebec tomorrow. Northwest Territories don't want to get blown out. They want to get on the board before this game is over. It's going to be tough, but definitely not impossible. Another 40 minutes of great football coming at us here.
Nope, not impossible at all. But like you say, BC, the mission is clear. Team Northwest Territories opened their tournament yesterday against the other team in this group. That was Quebec. Quebec getting a 10-0 victory over Team NT yesterday. So BC looking to do the same before BC and Quebec will clash tomorrow to see which team will top the group. And, you know, we talk about it over and over in this women's competition. In the soccer competition, we talked about it on the men's side as well last week, that this is such a short competition. 3 teams in your group, which means you've got 2 games, and you've got to finish on top of that group if you want to be in conversation for a medal. Both Quebec, both BC are going to feel that they've got a shot to do that. Team Northwest Territories at this point wants to get something into the net, wants to make a bit of a showing, wants to have some pushback and have a good second half here against BC.
Yeah, I mean, this group is absolutely nuts. I mean, when you got BC and Quebec, and one of them is going to have to play for placement, it's absolutely unbelievable. So this is definitely a group of death. There's 2, Group D and Group B. Both those groups are just so loaded with talent. It's unbelievable.
Well, there are only 12 teams here in the men's and women's soccer at the Canada Games. So chances are you're going to be in a group with one of the big provinces in this country. Whistle going early in this second half, offside. I believe that's what it was as Harvey goes back for Team BC. And Northwest Territories in the all-blue uniforms, and BC in the white with the navy and gold.
Well, Matt, just a quick 1977 Canada Games history lesson for you. As a part of the opening ceremonies, BC was the host of the 73 games in Burnaby. So at the start of the opening ceremonies, BC and Newfoundland and Labrador exchanged gifts as a passing of the games to St. John's. BC's athletes during that gift exchange were Gary Athens of water skiing and Angela Kramer of archery. Representing Team Newfoundland and Labrador was William McCloy of water polo and Patty Polich of softball. So just a bit of history for you about Team BC and the kind gesture they made at the start of those 77 games.
That is really cool to see that, that handoff along the way of the games.
And another thing for you as well, Bren Kelly completed a cross-Canada run at the end of the variety show by making a circuit of the Canada Games Park, and he did the run in support of the Canada Games as well. So just even more history for you. Those opening ceremonies seem pretty cool.
Very. Now the next games after this will be winter games coming up in Quebec City in 2 years. If Newfoundland and Labrador was going to send a gift off to Quebec City, Seth, what should we send them?
Oh my, that's a great question, Matt. Wow, putting me on the spot here. I'm a Newfoundlander and a Labradorian, and I don't know. It has to be something to do with water, or our rich culture and fishing, or it has to be something to do with that, I think. Wow.
Now we'll send a fresh plate, catch of the day, so they can get their feed.
Yeah, well, to Karen Sheriffs, who was the CEO of these 2025 Canada Summer Games, don't get me to do the gift picking. That's all I'm going to say.
Team BC still on the front foot here in the second half as they look for more against Team Northwest Territories. Harvey with a good run for Team BC, delivers it in. The ball goes off a foot. Goaltender came out to play it, didn't get it. And BC was not able to cash in. They'll get back on the attack, however. Ball unable to be taken away. It'll roll back Marshall. Out wide for BC. Back in again, now out to the wing one more time. Rickard shakes off one, but not the second. As Northwest Territories will get a toe to it, and then a second one, a little bit of help. Will clear that ball away from danger for Team NT. Nice job by the defense for Team Northwest Territories. Harvey out on the outside again. And that's going to go out for a corner again. So first corner of this second half for Team British Columbia. Gotta love Team BC, just fully kitted out for this game. They've got the BC tattoos on the cheeks, down on the legs as well in some of them. Full provincial pride here as the ball comes in, goes off ahead, and just about clears its way back out of the area. A little touch will do the rest, and then put into touch by Team Northwest Territories. And we've been, of course, collecting and exchanging pins all around with different folks around the games as well. Had I known, I might have brought a scarf to trade, because the Team BC down here, some of the scarves they have look really good.
I mean, if one of these players won a St. John's Soccer 2023 goalkeeping kit, I'm willing to do a jersey swap with any athlete at the Canada Summer Games, whether it's a lacrosse jersey or I'm willing to do a jersey swap for my 2023 St. John's kit, as I wasn't allowed to keep any of my hockey jerseys. So all my soccer kits are up for grabs. 2023, the most recent.
Play stopped. We're going to get another drop ball here for Team BC. There we go. We're back in play. That's a goal kick for Team Northwest Territories. At least a couple of changes have gone on here at the half as well. I see Cronkite on the pitch, number 17 for BC here in the second half. Team Northwest Territories losing possession. Boogamans out wide. Back to the edge of the box. And Team Northwest Territories stepping up to take that ball away. Team NT going for a run, and then just a little bump from Durham. Able to take it back for Team BC. Ball down the wing. BC is there, it's Miller. Miller at the corner of the box, moves it in. Boogamans back to Miller. She's got a couple blue shirts to deal with, and I think she's actually going to win the goal kick, yes, as the defender put it off a BC player and out. So goal kick again to Team Northwest Territories.
Well, just another trip down memory lane to the 77 games. Let's meet the flag bearers for both of these provinces. For Team BC, it was Ron Schaefer, who was water polo. And for Team Northwest Territories, it was David Krutko of track and field. Another little tidbit for you, the chairman of soccer of the 77 games was Ben Lake. And of course, only one gender of soccer back in those 77 games. Very happy to see the women's getting a chance here, as they've been in since the 1993 games, and we haven't looked back since.
And we've been doing a better and better job of trying to make things equal all across the way in terms of opportunities for male and female sports.
And Team BC, of course, having an illustrious history of soccer at the Canada Summer Games. On the male side, they won the first 4 editions of soccer, 69, 73, 77, and 81. And on the female side, they've also won it a record 5 times, 93, 97, 05, 09, and 2013. So the men's with 5, the women's with 5. And in the women's side, they won their first 2 editions of the women's tournament. They're the only province to have won the first edition on the men's side and the first edition on the female side. So they like to get the party started.
Impressive stuff here for Team British Columbia. Always a force to be reckoned with here on the pitch. Appreciate the historical facts along the way, Seth. Of course, we go back to 77 because that was the first time that Newfoundland and Labrador hosted the Canada Games. That was here in St. John's for the Summer Games, and Newfoundland has also hosted the Winter Games once. That was on the west coast of the island over in Corner Brook in 1999.
Right on the money.
I've been to the Canada Games Center enough times in Corner Brook. I really should know that off the top of my head, so good to know I got it right.
Yeah, and you got to think about the impact these Canada Summer Games and Winter Games have on the community after they leave. That facility out in Corner Brook has got lots of use ever since those Canada Winter Games, and a beautiful stadium, I might add, as well as the Ack Arena, which was built for the 77 games here. That's got plenty of use, even got renovated for these 2025 games. And of course, the new Fortis Canada Games complex, the new home of our university soccer team, the Munn Seahawks. So the Canada Summer Games leaving a legacy that isn't just in the players, but also in the community that it touches.
We are 10 minutes into the second half. The score the same as it was when we started the half, BC 6. Northwest Territories, no score. Northwest Territories been able to get to the ball a couple of times, but not able to get it deep downfield as of yet. Team BC getting caught offside again. Will be a free kick for the Northwest Territories. And they're going to send this ball long. Over half, but then BC sending it straight back. Northwest Territories will get it back under control again. One more time into the BC half of the field and right back out by the team from the West Coast. Foul as Allison Hill knocked down for Team BC. Referee not going to go for a card, but is going to say, hey, settle down, everybody. Well, see, we'll get back underway quickly. Sorry.
All good. The Northwest Territories on the female side have never finished better than 11th in the Canada Summer Games.
Oh, and that's a goal! Sprawling out to the right side. That looked like she had that ball, but it just squeaks in past the keeper. And BC makes it 7. So Babiak was there, but it just got past her. As we get another look. That one takes a bounce, a second bounce, and then toward the net without a lot of power on it, and it just squeaks under as Cronkite gets the goal for Team BC. Well, sometimes it's a big, hard shot toward goal, and sometimes it's not the hardest shot, but it still finds a way in. Now here comes Northwest Territories looking to counterattack. Northwest Territories down the wing and cleared out by Team BC. Nice slide in there by Rickards. So Northwest Territories into a dangerous position here as they've got the throw in deep. Can they find some targets? Ball in for Northwest Territories. Looking for it at the top of the box. BC just playing it over to the other side, trying to play keep away from those blue shirts. And now everybody back down the field. Team BC playing the ball through, sending it up the wing. BC going to win the race to it as well. Or just about. It ends up being put out over the back. And that's going to be another corner for Team BC.
Yeah, just a nice play by Arlia Fox there to just calmly kick that out. Fox is only 13 years old from Yellowknife. Just a 13 years old player on this team. So she'll be good enough to play in the next Canada Games.
Well, that's certainly good news for Northwest Territories. The name I've called on defense the most times in this game has been Fox. She's been very, very impressive.
Yeah, I mean, this Northwest Territories team is young. They have 2 14-year-olds and 2 13-year-olds and a handful of 15-year-olds in there as well. So this team are allowed to have overagers on it. They might have some of the same team at the next edition of the games, which could be dangerous.
Well, always nice when you can see the bright future ahead for some of these teams.
And the Northwest Territories didn't play in the last edition of the games in female soccer. So they're back here again this year, which is we're so happy to see. And like we said, they're going to have a dandy team in 2029 should they keep them all together.
BC back on the attack right now after making a couple of subs. Blue Rosé coming into the game for Team BC.
Well, Team BC don't have just great players on the pitch. They also have some great alumni. Julia Grosso, who scored the gold medal winning penalty kick in the 2022 Summer Olympics for Team Canada, played for Team BC on that 2009 gold medal winning team.
It's about 55 minutes gone as Northwest Territories sends this one up. Blocked off of the ball was Deans as BC wins it back. Head up for BC. Sather sends it forward and then gets it back herself. Out now to the wing. Harvey playing it in for BC for Blue Rosé. Kick toward goal. A little flip with the back heel as Sprower looked for number 4 on the day. And she is denied this time around by Northwest Territories. Murdocco, number 15, getting her first touch of the match in there for Team BC. As they send it out wide to that wing again. And once again, the flag up against Team BC. Another offside as we go into the 57th minute of play.
Well, another good young player on Team Northwest Territories is Kaya Carter. The 14-year-old from Hay River has won Female Athlete of the Year since 2020. Since 2020. I'm just going to reiterate that. Since 2020.
Quite the honor indeed. And Carter, I mean, she has put in some miles in this game. She's done a lot of good work looking for that ball up front. Obviously hasn't had much delivered her way as the flag is up once again against Team BC. But she's been up top ready to go. She's put pressure on the Team BC defense. Just hasn't resulted in any offensive opportunities. As Northwest Territories takes the free kick deep in their own half. Off a BC foot. And right back on the attack comes British Columbia. Miller. Out wide. That one's going to be too far. Intended for Rickards, but that will roll out and be a throw to Northwest Territories. Ball going out. This one I would say throw for Team BC as Rickards goes to get it. Might see that long throw again. Not this time. As Rickards sends it back where her teammates have a little space. Burdeny gets the ball over to the other side of the pitch. West Territories stepping up, not allowing BC through. They'll try again from the wing. Harvey trying to find space over there, can't find it as the ball's put into touch. Harvey will throw it back in for BC. Team British Columbia continuing to move forward. Boogemans across the top of the box, pass off the mark, intercepted by Northwest Territories, but won back by Burdeny. And BC over on the far side of the pitch. Harvey tried to play it in. That one's broken up, and it's a free kick to Northwest Territories. Team NT launches that one forward, and the ball ends up going out of play. Just over half, be thrown in by BC. Rickards moving the ball forward for BC, bouncing to the keeper, and Babiuk will take that one. NT bringing the noise. Nothing to cheer about as of yet. But still 20 minutes to go in this matchup. Time for Northwest Territories to get down the pitch and find themselves a goal in this one as that ball heads back toward the canteen. More changes coming here, I believe.
Yeah, it's number 24, Annabella Churchill, checking into the game for Team Northwest Territories, the 17-year-old out of Yellowknife, who plays for the Yellowknife Bay Sundogs.
Headed forward by Northwest Territories, but grabbed by BC as Mercado plays it back. Rickards sending the ball out wide. Miller is there, gives it back to Rickards. Well cut out by Northwest Territories. And on the collision, that one goes to, both girls look down at it. It is Northwest Territories. Neglak Voss will be ready to throw it in for Team NT.
Well, a couple of substitutes coming in. Cameron Strain coming in for Team BC. Ava Anderson, number 14. We have one more. I missed it on the big board, but we'll get our answer once they check into the game.
I believe that's all the substitutions for Team BC. So the coach is getting as many of the ladies onto the pitch as possible, letting everybody get some experience here at the Canada Games. Team Northwest Territories sending this ball down the pitch. That'll be stopped up there by the captain, Burdeny. Murdocho looking for the wing. Bounces off a foot and played into touch.
Well, I'd just like to give a shout out to number 14, Ava Anderson, who's just coming into the game a couple of moments ago. The youngest player on this squad from Vancouver. Her mom played university soccer and was the captain of the national field lacrosse team.
Really good athletic genes in that family.
Plays for Vancouver United back home as well.
Sent down the pitch. BC blocks it up quickly. Right back and into the attack mode. Poked forward for BC, a little bit too far, and the goaltender comes out to deal with that one as Babiak plays it away. The shot from range, that one over the bar, not by very much. A pretty good strike from Team BC, just can't quite keep it down. BC with one here in this second half. Still plenty of time for both of these teams to find more goals in this one. 64th minute of 80 as the ball bounces out into touch, and that's a BC throw. Rickards putting it down. Ball just stays in. BC with the switch as they'll go over to the far side of the field. British Columbia gives it back to Rickards. Boogemans. Now out wide to the wing again. BC sending it backwards again. No rush. Taking their time to set this up. So they can find some space to exploit in that Northwest Territories back line. That pass does not get through. Northwest Territories comes up with it, trying to move down the field. Still there going after it, but now kept away. And BC will bring it back in. On the near side, Strain. Strain looks to deliver it in. Two defenders in the way. So she won't get the cross in, but she will get the corner. Good combination of Dezuma and Neglak Voss making the block for Northwest Territories.
Cam Dezuma is actually from Edmonton, Alberta. Just 15 years old, now plays for the Yellowknife Bay Soccer Club. Alongside Emily Neglak-Voss as well.
Masidi delivers the corner for Team BC. Headed down. And Babiak there, clean up the garbage. And she'll sky that one. Bouncing ball will be a Team BC free kick. As the players come together. Bogeman's taking a little bit of a whack up high, but she's good. Once again, attempting to send in the cross, goes off the defender. Team NT struggling to clear their end as the ball is put back into touch for another throw for Team British Columbia. Rickards throwing it back in again for Team BC. And the ball sent out one more time. In deep, Rickards gets that ball moving again. Boogemans, she can't get a shot on net as that's off another blue leg. And out of play one more time, another BC throw. Boogemans looking for space, trying to send that through. Actually hit one of her own teammates. BC will recollect, settle back down, go back to work. Out wide, Masidi sending it back toward the defense. Burdeny again for Team BC. In for Boogemans. Out for Rickards, but pass a little bit off the mark. And that'll begin T-ball. Team Northwest Territories looking for an option here. They'll send it down the wing. BC got a boot to it right away. Here's Strain. Plays it forward to a teammate. Cross down along the ground. Northwest Territories will get to it, but they don't clear it very far. Boogemans couldn't get it under control. Their teammates will. BC back to the top of the box. Once again, Northwest Territories there. That back line holding strong. '69th minute of the match. As Boogemans looks for an option. She'll feed it forward. This one got through, but the goaltender out. A second attempt. Goaltender stopped that one too. All still live in here as Northwest Territories seeks to clear it out. It'll come back. BC with the shot, and it finds the back of the goal. BC's hard work rewarded. Can't keep them off the board forever. And it's number 12 into the back of the net for goal number 8 on the night.
Well, there's the first pass that was through, and as we'd say in golf, the green just a bit too fast. Cronkite couldn't get there in time, but it didn't end up making a difference as there's the attempted clearance right there. Bouncing ball right out to Vita Blue Rose, the coolest name in this tournament, putting a top corner to make it 8-0.
I swear you find a new coolest name of the tournament in every game.
I know, every team has like a cool name. It just keeps dethroning the other person.
Vita Blue Rose is pretty cool, I gotta admit.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one to beat.
So 8-0 for Team BC over Northwest Territories here in the 70th minute. 10 minutes to go here in the second half. Ball sent down the field by Team Northwest Territories. That will bounce into touch. Be thrown into BC back in their own end. We got a change coming up here for Northwest Territories. Into the match comes Taba, number 9. There are a couple of changes on the way here for Team Northwest Territories. Number 4 coming in as well, Furnace for Team NT.
So the youngest and the oldest checking in at 2011 and an 07 coming into the game for Team Northwest Territories.
On the field for BC, nice header to get that away from danger. BC still in possession, have they been for most of the match. Down the wing over on the far side of the pitch. And offside against Team BC. That'll slow us back down.
Well, Matt, back to 77 once again here quickly. Team BC picked up 63 medals in those 77 games. They've already beat that total by 10 here in 2025. They have 73 right now. Team Northwest Territories still in search of their first ever medal in Newfoundland and Labrador in summer or winter games.
I'm going to go back and get a full list of sports from that initial 77 games.
I got you. We had archery, athletics, baseball, basketball, lacrosse, canoe, kayak, cycling, diving, field hockey, rowing, sailing, soccer, softball, swimming, target shooting, tennis, water polo, and water skiing.
So most of the same things, although things like water polo and water skiing certainly
and field hockey as well
jump off the page at you.
Actually, that NL field hockey team didn't win a preparation game, and then they went into the Canada Games and got bronze, winning the bronze medal game against Quebec in a shootout at Churchill Square.
Wow, gonna show up on the day. We're in the 73rd minute as BC looks for more, up 8-0 on Northwest Territories. Team British Columbia getting it into Rickard. Rickards passes back, Boogemans runs onto the loose ball, feeds a teammate. Now turned over to Team Northwest Territories, but they're unable to get the ball down the pitch. Second attempt. This one will drive BC back all the way over half. British Columbia getting the ball back in for Rickards. She has had a ton of touches, number 13 in this game. Burdony's done a lot as well. They tried to send that one into the wing, where Kaya Harvey has had maybe the busiest tonight for Team BC. A little back and forth again with Rickards, as Team BC once again looks for a hole in this back line. We've got the ball in here now. Boogemans running onto it. She'll send it into the box. And Northwest Territories there to clear. Pops up in the air. Off ahead. A second one. A third. Northwest Territories still does not have the ball out. Back in again by BC. Off another leg. Now BC right there, but unable to get a shot on net that time around. Northwest Territories coming up the blocks. And a bunch of little half clearances that finally added up to a full clearance. Team BC. Back once again. Burdony out to Rickards again. Moved into the wing. BC there. Cross comes in and sent right back out. Off a blue shirt and played out into touch. Another corner coming up for Team British Columbia after another good defensive stand by Team Northwest Territories.
Well, Northwest Territories, another team that's full of multi-sport athletes. Number 12, Liliana Murray, the 15-year-old midfielder from Yellowknife, got first in Northwest Territories cross-country championships, first in the 3,000 meter, second in the 1,500 meter, second in the 800 meter. So she is quite the track runner, as well as on Canada Games soccer as well.
You know, she got some speed, a shot off the bar as Strain is denied by the framework. BC unable to connect this time off of the set piece, but very close. Just finding the crossbar. Strain trying to open her account at the Canada Games. From the other side, delivered in. This one a little bit low. Goaltender will come out, kick it away. It came back to BC, and then a shot blocked off a body in blue. Well, Sather had a shot that time for Team BC. 77th minute as Rickards goes wide here to the near side. Strain there again. She'll tap it back to Rickards. Burdony. Still here, BC hanging around. Get the ball forward, offside goes Team BC. Breaking through the line just a little bit early was Anderson. As Northwest Territories seeks to finish this thing out without any more damage. That ball going to roll out of play, and it will be a BC possession. They'll take the throw. BC throws it back in as they look to set up once more. Murdoko for Team BC. Back for Burdony. She'll send it down the wing. Flag is up again. As BC's attacks get shut down a couple of times here by the linesman. Free kick, Northwest Territories. There it is, delivered forward. Northwest Territories had 4 players down in the other half, hoping to receive that ball, but taken away by BC. Now that takes a bounce off the defender, comes back to Strain. Strain will send it on goal, and it's popped up and over the cage.
What a hit from Cameron Strain. That was an unbelievable shot from her. An even better save by Babiuk. But just watch this. Watch the swirl on that to get it back and get it to drop.
Yeah, not easy at all. Running one way and having that kick, turning the body back to the left to bring that one in and get it on goal.
And it's not surprising that Strain has a strike like that. She was top scorer at Nationals as well as a provincial champion, 3-peat, 2022, 2023, 2024. Matt, will the stars align for a 4th straight championship for her and make it a 2025 Canada Games gold medalist?
Well, it certainly could happen. It's going to be a very entertaining game when BC and Quebec match up to see who's going to top this group. We're in the final minute here of regular time now. Had 2 goals, a couple of subs, no big injury timeouts or anything, so I don't know if we'll get a ton of time added on. BC. Anderson out wide here. Strain in for Rickards. Rickards back toward goal, and Babiuk will gobble that up for the Northwest Territories.
1 minute of added time in the second half, Matt.
That sounds about right. BC taking the ball back away. Got time for one more setup here. If they want to try and add on top of their already 8 goals. BC down the wing and the offside flag up one more time. Masidi working out on that wing. Just a little bit too eager. One more free kick for Northwest Territories. Northwest Territories will bounce it into the BC end of the field, and this time they pick it up. Out toward the wing, a rush after it, but won't get there in time. Right idea, just a little bit too much on the ball, as it was sent a little bit too far for Langlois. And that was the last action of the game. 6 goals in the first half, 2 in the second, as Team British Columbia comes up with an 8-0 victory over the Northwest Territories here in women's soccer at the Canada Games.
Yeah, what a wonderful game. And I mean, these are the tiny wins that you got to look at for Team Northwest Territories. They lost 10-0 last night, holding Team BC to 8-0 tonight. You know, obviously they're getting better. Team BC, Team Quebec, roughly the same in skill. So, I mean, they're getting better as they go, figuring out their defense a little more. And I know you might look at that and say 8-0, that's not getting better, but it is. I mean, they had a phenomenal game. It could have easily been 15-0, but their defense was absolutely incredible in this game.
Yeah, solid, Seth. It was a very good defensive game by Team Northwest Territories. Eventually, it's just the BC attack didn't stop for 80 minutes. Some goals are going to go in. That's just the way things work. And BC certainly found their opportunities in this game and took advantage of them. First, we had the hat-trick in the first half, all going to Sprower. Plenty of other goals on the board for BC as well. Burdeny getting on there, Hill, Blue Rose, and Cronkite all scoring for BC along the way, plus the own goal as well to make it 8-0 BC. Thanks for joining us for women's soccer here from the 2025 Canada Games. BC over Northwest Territories 8-0 here today, and we'll catch you back for more action for the 2025 Canada Games.
I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time.